Assalamu alaikum 5 class. How are you? I hope you are fine and doing good. Students, today we are going to start unit number 7, chapter 1, 3 branches of government. Before starting our today's lesson, let us have a look of the objectives of this class. Today we are going to learn why are rules important, who makes the rule, what is a government, why do we need a government, role of a government, the constitution, the topic is on page number 68, the legislative branch, Senate and National Assembly, the executive branch and the judicial branch. Students, please open your book from page number 67 and follow the lesson. The first question is, why are even rules important? If you think for a while, there are rules for each and everything that we do in a life. Let us take the example of your school. When you go to the school, there are certain rules that you are supposed to follow. You cannot enter your school after school timings. Like if your school starts at 8 a.m., it is a rule to arrive at school before 8 a.m. Another rule of the school is that you should wear a proper neat and clean uniform. Rules are very important and we follow the rules everywhere in our life. Rules tell us about our responsibility. Like as a student, you have a responsibility to come on to the time into the proper uniform. Rules make sure everyone's security. It's a rule in a classroom, in a school, you cannot hit other people, you cannot damage their property. Similarly, it's a common rule other than school that you cannot damage anyone physically or their property. Rules help us to maintain discipline. If anyone does a bad thing, rules help us to punish them or to hold them accountable because of their behavior. Now the question is, who makes these rules? Government of a country makes the rules for its people. Why do we need a government in our country? Or what is the role of a government? The main thing that the government has to do, it decides how the country is going to run. Government make new laws for the country. It protects its people. It protects the rights of the people. It also punishes the criminals who break the law or damage the country in any way. Now please come at page number 68. The topic is given there, the Constitution. Constitution is basically, you can say it is like a book of the rules. There is a constitution for each and every country. Pakistan also has a constitution. And in that constitution, it is clearly written that how Pakistan would be run. What would be the punishment for the different crimes? Each and every rule for our country is written in our constitution book. So what is constitution? Constitution is a book or a document in which all the rules for a country is written. It is a very powerful constitution. It is a very powerful document. If anyone breaks the constitution or if anyone in country does anything opposite to the constitution, that person will be punished. It may be amended if needed. Amended means changed. If there is a law that people of country wants to be changed, we can change it. We can request the government and government will change it for us. Pakistan's constitution was last changed in 1973. Constitution also defined the right and duties of its citizens. You know, when you are living in a country, you have certain rights. Our rights include that our life and property will be protected, no one can harm us. Similarly, there are certain duties of citizens. Those duties include that we will not do anything that can harm our country. We cannot do anything that will bring bad name to our country or that can harm any other person. These are the rights and duties of the citizens, and constitution help us to know about these rights and duties. There are three branches of a government: legislative branch, executive branch, and judicial branch. Please learn it by heart. The name of these three branches, please learn them. Right now on the page number 68, the legislative branch is written, and we are going to discuss it. This branch of government makes laws for the country, and if needed it also changes the existing law. Existing laws mean laws that are already made but now they needed to be changed. There are two branches of the legislative branch: National Assembly and Senate. If we want to have a new law in the country, it is necessary that both National Assembly and Senate they agree with that law. For example, National Assembly agreed to one law but Senate said no to it, then this new law cannot be approved, it cannot be made. It is must that both the houses should agree to the new law. Senate is called the upper house. The members or the people who sit in the Senate, they are elected by provincial assemblies. Provincial assemblies mean the assemblies of provinces. For example, Pakistan has 5 provinces, so there are 5 provincial assemblies. Those 5 provincial assemblies elect the members of Senate. And National Assembly is called the lower house, and its members are directly elected by the people through election, in which people go out and they vote for the people. That voting is done for the National Assembly. So student, I think this concept is a bit newer for you. Please read it again and again, and in case of any difficulty please do let me know. Let us revise it again. Today we learned that government is very necessary for a country. It makes the laws, it protects the countries, it makes or amends the constitution. And constitution mean the rule or the book in which all the rules are written. And if anyone breaks the constitution or does anything against the constitution, that person will be punished. And then we learned that there are 3 branches of government, and out of these 3 branches today we learn legislative branch. We came to know today that this is legislative mean laws. The word legislation means to make laws. So legislative assembly or the legislative branch, what does it do? It makes new laws. It contains 2 parts, Senate and National Assembly. If new law has to be made, both National Assembly and Senate has to be agreed on it. Otherwise, if any one of them disagrees, the laws cannot be passed. Then we learned that the Senate is called the upper house and the National Assembly is called the lower house. The members of Senates are elected by provincial assembly, but the members of National Assembly are elected by people of a country. This is your written work. Write some of the important rules of a government. What should happen if there were no laws? Imagine for a while there are no laws in the country, there are no punishment, nothing else. What would happen? Please think about it. Write the answers into your notebook. In case of any difficulty, do let me know. Thank you students. Take care.